welcome to the Delaware Mortgage Rate Weekly Mortgage Market Update for the week of August 25th, 2014. Hello, I'm John Thomas with Primary Residential Mortgage, here to give you an update. Well, last week was again a little bit of a roller coaster ride for mortgage bonds. Mortgage rates actually started to move higher, but then were able to rally to end the week about where they started. If you take a look at the bond chart on the screen, you can see mortgage bonds were selling off at the beginning of the week with the red candles. We were able to flush out a bottom on Thursday and rally higher and end the week about where we started, which is about 12 months low for mortgage rates. So we're going to recommend floating your Delaware mortgage rate to start the week because the short-term trend is for mortgage bonds to move higher, which could rally Delaware mortgage interest rates lower at the beginning of the week. So float your mortgage rate. We'll keep you updated, see how things move. Now, if we dig into some economic reports, we had another report last week on inflation on the consumer level. Previous week was producer price index on the wholesale. This week was the consumer price index, producer index, which is the CPI, and it came out very tame, only 0.1% increase from June to July. And the big news is the year over year actually dropped from 2.1 to 2%. That's right in the Fed's target range. So low inflation is good news for mortgage bonds because that gives reasons for the Feds to keep the short-term interest rates lower for an extended period of time. Then we saw the weekly initial jobless claims come out on Thursday. Another good report there. Jobless claims dropped 14,000 claims down to 298,000 claims for the week. Jobless claims continue to hover around the 300,000 mark, which is very good news for the labor market. And last week's initial jobless claims of 298 is the number that's going to be included in the August jobs report. So with the 298 jobless claims, we're looking at jobs reports for August to be over 200,000 jobs produced for August. So we'll keep you updated. That's going to be next Friday. Now that is all. Jobs report is always a market mover, so you want to make sure you take my advice moving into that floating or locking. I will have an update on Thursday for that. Then in the housing news, some great news out of housing. Housing has been getting beat up a little bit from spring into summer, but then we just had some good news, big turnaround. Housing starts and building permits for July reported much better than expected and gave a huge boost to new home construction. Housing starts for July 2014 surged higher by 15.7% to 1.093 million units on an annualized basis. And then building permits for July also jumped up by about 8.1% to 1.052 million units. And remember, building permits is a sign of future construction. Housing starts is how many buildings they started on. So both of those are higher. So definitely a great outlook for new home construction. And then that was on the heels of another good report from the National Association of Home Builders. Their housing market index for August 2014 was better than expected at 55. And this was the third monthly gain in a row on housing market index and the best reading since January. So builder sentiment is definitely going better. New home construction is definitely surging higher. And then we got another good report at the end of last week, which was on existing home sales for July 2014. And they were up 2.4% to an annualized rate of 5.15 million units. So that's the best number in 10 months on existing home sales. And the median home price for July was $222,900, which was up 4.9% year over year. That's about a 5% year-over-year price appreciation, which was what about the predictions were for 2014. So we're right in line there. So great news on housing, big rebound in housing, showing that the market is very strong. It's another reason it's a great time to buy. Interest rates are low, home prices are appreciating, strong housing market. So get out there, get under contract. Now in the local news, the next first-time homebuyer seminar is coming up Saturday, September 20th. In Newark, Delaware from 10 a.m. to noon at the Christiana Hilton Hotel. You can register for that event by giving us a call in the office at 302-703-0727 or online, www.delawarehomebuyerSeminar.com. Look forward to seeing you guys next week.